sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They begin with a quick throw out left. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Going quickly here to Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well. And I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
They'll run on first down. Carr. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First down, Eagles. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Peyton Turner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The tackle by Botds. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans!
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. But that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
On 1st down, Hurts looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
A give. This is Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It got his man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh, big hole left side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off near the 34th. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Saints 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Sanders,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Laviska Shenault,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Saints 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, here's Kamara. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Eagles 45. Saints.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Hurts throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Eagles!
Laviska Chenault
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Eagles 52, Saints 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. There comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. There's another one complete to Chenault. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
In 2nd and inches. At the Saints.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Buying time to his left. Right back to Chenault. This time he's got it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.